a short video again on how to quit bad habits. I got a lot of this stuff from the book Atomic Habits from James Clear, and the inversion of the second law that he states is to make the habit unattractive. Reframe your mindset, highlight the benefits of avoiding bad habits. Since age 11, I was addicted to porn. I was heavily addicted on junk food, especially chocolate, especially sweets, but also just chips. I was a aggressive video gamer. I don't actually did all the bad habits, and one by one I tackled them. I began with my diets, and within a month I went from absolutely horrible to top 1% diet in the world. And the thing that helped me was this law. I didn't know of this back then, but it just kind of emerged in me to start going on the internet and just start looking for all the negative effects the bad habit you want to quit has on you. So, with my diet, I started with chocolate. Chocolate was my biggest problem. And I started to read all these articles with negative effects of chocolate. And I would have a list with me. This is important. Do this right now if you can. Do not do this on a computer or your phone. Have a maybe a notebook, like something you can grab. Turn to a neat page. Have a pencil. Once this video is done, you're going to go on the internet and start searching for your bad habits and then side effects or negative effects. And you're just going to write a bunch of them down, as many as possible. And of course, for some negative effects, you will know that they're kind of bullshit. Yeah, sure, then don't write them down. But if your problem is porn addiction, you probably know that it messes with your confidence. You probably feel ashamed after you've done it. You know that you can get erectile dysfunction. You know it just wastes your time if you do it for 1 hour a day. And then, not even considering the post nut clarity phase, that for 30 minutes you kind of do nothing. That's maybe 3 hours of your day where you are not really able to do anything productive. And you write all these things down for your bad habit. Now you should have this enormous list, and you should just stare at it. This is the action step, man. Just have a place where you are every single day. Most likely it's your desk in your room. Take it with you to school. Okay, sure, when it's on the topic of porn, maybe not if your friends see it, but you get what I mean. Stuff it in a place where it's really visible. And then for as long as possible, every single day, just look at it. Learn it out of your head. Train your mind. Get some focus back as well. You sit there, look at the first two, okay, then close your eyes, okay. The first one was mental clarity. The second one was higher testosterone. Okay, what was the third one? Uh, Better sleep. And you do it like that. What you will do is you will make your bad habit a lot less enjoyable. Because every single time you're about to do it or whilst you're doing it, some voice in your head, maybe just a tiny one, will say one of these negative side effects. Hey, your confidence will go down if you're not. Just that can be enough for you to actually stop whilst you're fapping. It happened to me a few times where I was already on a quite a good streak, and I would, in some weird occasion, I would end up on Pornhub, and I was kind of stroking my dick. It was getting hard, and then just this idea appeared in my mind of, hey, are you are you going to sacrifice this? You want to tell people that you have an 8 month streak. Are you going to sacrifice that for these few minutes of mediocre pleasure? Because it won't even feel that good. You know it. And that's the second tip you can do to also make your bad habits less enjoyable, more painful, is to look what makes your bad habits fun. For porn, it is not necessarily the gooning. Well, that's the most fun part, but it's really short. It is the edging. It's the 20 minutes of almost coming and then stopping. That is the real dopamine, not the busted out in a few minutes. So that's exactly what we're going to do, especially in the beginning stages when you are not really capable of quitting immediately. Just make it as unattractive as possible. For porn, the most enjoyable part is the gooning, the 5 seconds of busting it out. But really, the most dopamine is released in the edging part, in the 20-minute build up. So if you're not capable of quitting porn immediately right now, what if we just make it less attractive? What if we just bust it out as easily as possible, as quick as possible? And then the next step will be without porn, just dry. And then you will come to realize it actually is not that pleasurable after all. You still get some of the side effects, and if you've followed my advice, you have this list. And then you would start to argue, I have a mediocre pleasure and a big list of negative effects. And that's when something is going to click. To take this away, make your bad habits, what you're struggling with, as unattractive as possible. You do it in the two sides. You make the negative part as big as possible and the positive part as small as possible. So, why are you doing the bad habits? It's the positive part. Try to downplay it, try to make it less fun. It will still be kind of fun, but try to make it less fun. And then, because you clicked this video, you know your habit is bad. Otherwise, you wouldn't have clicked this video. It's a bad habit, so there's negative attachments to it. Search them out, engrave them in your mind. This will be the most important step for you to quitting your bad habit, your addiction, whatever it may be. From this point on, you just need to have some accountability and some discipline to stick with it. But this is the 80%. Dial this in, and you won't be an addict anymore. You might do it once a week. You might eat junk food once or twice a month. At that point, it's not really an addiction or a bad habit anymore. You still should want to cut it out, but to be fair, you're good. So take action on what I gave you on your particular bad habit. Write the things down. Go on the internet, search it up, hang it, paste it on your wall, and just read and look at it as much as possible. And then it's a matter of time before results will start to come. Have a nice day.